Hi there, welcome to Be a Better You Annual Challenge, day 96. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And today we're talking about step 2 of the SOAP framework, the SOAP process that we use to deal with any challenge, any obstacle, any setback, any goal that we want to achieve. We can apply the simple 4-step process to. So yesterday we got clear on what is our current story, what is our current situation with respect to a relationship in our life. And we also identified and spent a couple of minutes and put together a couple sentences on our desired situation, our desired story, what we want that relationship to really look like. Now, the one we picked probably isn't perfect because I don't think there's very many perfect relationships, and every relationship in our life can use improvement. So whatever relationship you picked, today you're going to go on to step 2 of the process, which is identify options. And we want to keep in mind that when we're coming up with options, I like to brainstorm. I often use this 10-3-1 tool, but today I'm going to say you can pick any type of brainstorming you want, but come up with at least 10 possible ways to begin to fill that gap between where you are in your relationship and where you want your relationship to be. If there wasn't a gap, you wouldn't have thought of that one, and that wouldn't be the one you want to work on today. I always take, and I'm going to show you what I do exactly. In my journal for this year's annual challenge, I write the relationship I'm working on, and then I brainstorm throughout the day at least 10 different things. I leave the whole page open because a lot of times I think, oh my gosh, it's going to be so hard to get 10. And before I know it, I've got like 30 different ways that I could possibly begin to fill that gap. So that's what I'm going to encourage you today to do. I'm also going to read from the list of 10 that I got from, I got Emma's list and I've got Lila's list. So I'm going to read you, I'm not going to read you all 10, that would take a long time, but I'm just going to read you the lists of 10 that they shared with me. Remember, Emma's working on her relationship with her teenage daughter. She wants to get over the conflict. If you've ever had a teenager, you probably can totally relate to what she's saying here. But she put, set up weekly no judgment time to talk, no phones, no lectures, no nothing. Number 2, ask open-ended questions about Zoe's interests and actually listen and be present. You know, we learned about active listening last month. Number 3, apologize sincerely for any past moments where Emma may have reacted out of frustration. Do we moms and grandmas ever get frustrated? Of course we do. Again, then she's got things like seek family counseling on here, create small rituals that they can share, like late night tea or watching a show together, etc. I do that with my daughter. We watch when before she had 2 kids, we used to, I don't know, we've done it very often since she's had 2 babies. Her girls are 4 and 2 now, and they are very, very active. Okay, so that's just a couple of examples from Emma's list. Let's take a quick look at Lila's list and see what she's got on hers. Remember, she wants to rekindle and have a better relationship with her father. They've been estranged and had a really distant relationship for a long time, and she wants to remedy that and hope that maybe someday they can even become friends. So how does she get from estranged to being actual father-daughter and actually friends? The things on her list are send a thoughtful message or letter expressing the desire to reconnect. Yeah, that's probably step 1. Ask her dad to meet for coffee with no agenda, just catch up. Number 3, share something vulnerable about her own life to open up to get deeper conversations. That one probably isn't the first thing she's going to do. Number 4, let go of the past expectations and approach him as he is now. That's a really powerful one because she has 100% control over that one. Number 5, ask him his version of their past relationship to gain insight so that she can understand his point of view and perspective. He might think that she just doesn't want to have anything to do with him, and so he's not going to push it. So that's a couple of those. Now what we're going to do is we're going to brainstorm a list like this for ourselves and for the relationship we're working on. And then tomorrow we're going to work with that list to pick one thing to take action on. That's why I call it the 10-3-1 tool. I like to make my big list and then I pick the 3 ones that stand out the most to me. And tomorrow we're going to add a new tool that I personally haven't used before to analyze and pick which one to take action on. It's called the 3 E's. So if you know that one, you're ahead of us. If you don't, I've never used it, so we're going to try it together tomorrow. Any questions? What do? You ask, right? Just ask me if you've got any questions about anything. Otherwise, go out, have fun with this. It's actually fun to brainstorm. Or I don't know if you think it is, but I do. So get to the point where it is fun for you because you'll be much more solution focused than problem focused. And that helps you to get what you want out of life much, much faster in relationships or in any other area of your life. All right. Have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.